Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm actually going to go through a different type of video. I'm going to try a European Marketwatch. If you like these videos and want to see more stuff on specific cards or specific sets, do let me know in the comments and I will try and help out as much as I can, because I know that the European Digimon card market is a lot different to the American Digimon card market, and because we have to deal with customs if we're getting anything from America, it's more than likely worth your time to be getting your cards in Europe. And I guess it's the same for Americans. It's easier for them to get their cards in America and not have to pay customs for cards, because for example, if you order cards that are worth about say 200 in total, you're going to be paying anywhere between 50 and 70 euro customs, in my personal experience, unfortunately. Let's have a look at some cards, where to get some stuff, and yeah, let me know what you would like me to cover in future with regards to a Marketwatch type of video. So let's have a look. Make sure to go to topdecktcg.com and use code BULB810 for 10% off your next purchase. So a very good place to get Digimon cards in Europe especially is on Card Trader. Now we don't have Digimon on Card Market, unfortunately. I hope they bring it in soon, because that would be awesome. Card Trader is very good for cards in general anyway. The only downside of it is you always have to buy tracked shipping, which for some people might not actually be a downside. That could be a totally fine thing, but I guess if you're wanting to buy a load of cheap cards that if they go missing you're like, whatever. Obviously you don't want your cards to go missing, but if you're buying like 2-cent cards, you don't want to be paying 10 euro shipping for them. So I can see why track shipping all the time can be a bit painful, but nonetheless, Card Trader is one of the best places to get cards at the moment, I think. And eBay is another really good place for cards. And then the other place that I would recommend you go is a lot of Facebook groups. So there's the Digimon Ireland and UK trading page from myself, because I'm in Ireland and getting stuff from the UK isn't too bad. There are so many different Facebook pages out there, especially if there's one in your region. You can find one with your country name beside it, and that means the cards would be cheaper to be shipped to you and you might be able to get a good deal on them and do trades and everything like that. Go to your Facebook pages for one. Card Trader is a good second option, and eBay I would put as my third option. I'm taking a leaf out of Mario's book. Thanks Mario. Checking out the Omnimons, because they're a good base for most cards. Everybody loves their Omnimons and there are so many of them. Starting off we have the BT5 Omnimons, and they're all actually quite a decent price. They're between like 10 and 13 euros. You can get this cool dude for about 8 euros. We don't talk about this Omnimon. He's about 2.5 grand at the moment, and there is no listings of him because it is an Evo Cup one. You're not going to be able to pull this dude in a pack. But this is always an interesting one, I find. So currently there's some listings for 650. Last week there was a listing for 500 on this Omnimon, so the price for him right now is fluctuating a lot. I think the Facebook groups, you might get a better deal with them. Like for example, if we go to eBay and you take a look at your Omnimons, you're going to be paying a lot more for Omnimon on eBay than you are going to be paying for it on Card Trader, and that's just the nature of eBay in general. Like you're going to be paying 21 for this guy, and where is the big boy? You're going to be paying the bones of a grand for the ghost rare Omnimon. eBay is good when you're looking for specialized things or looking for bulk or anything like that, or trying to find something that might not be on Card Trader because it's just sold out. But eBay is a good resource, in fairness. So, and it does have cards if you are looking for them. Another card I want to kind of look at is Analog Youth, because last week he was at a whopping 70 euros, which is quite a lot for a Digimon card. Not a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe Magic, I guess, but for Digimon, 70 euros is fairly steep now. But today we're looking at prices of 55, 59, 62, so he's gone down a good bit. So if you're wanting to get your alt art Analog Youth, that's not a bad price. I think it probably will go down in price again. I couldn't be 100% sure, but I know that he is going to be played in a lot of decks, but you can get the €1 non-alt art version of Analog Youth if you don't really care about rarity too much. I care about rarity because I am a rarity whore. But I will wait for him to go down in price a bit, or see if I can get a better deal on him before I go and take the plunge to get the Analog Youth. But it is nice to see that the card is going down in price. Next up I have Beelzemon. I think this is really interesting because we have the new Beelzemon deck coming out, not in BT7, I think it's BT8 that the Beelzemon deck comes out in. He was down at 20 euros only a couple of weeks ago, and he's shooting up to 35, and this is for the non-alt art version of him, because you will be playing Beelzemon in the Beelzemon deck. Now, I do think it would be a good idea to pick them up now rather than later when everybody is looking for them. Like there's listings for 35, 37, 38 here, so that's kind of nice. He's at a decent level, especially since he came out in the first booster box, which the first booster box currently is more expensive than the rest of the booster boxes, so they kind of range at about 60, 70 euros on Card Trader. But the BT1 box, because it was so difficult to get in the first place over here anyway, is up at about 90 euros, so something to keep in mind. Then a deck for next set is as soon as the structure decks come out, so you've got your Jogress, your Mastamon Jogress decks. Magna Angemon is a card that is played and is going to be played a lot in those decks. So with the Lucimon card as well, that comes out in BT7. That deck is going to be really cool, and I'd say there's going to be a lot of people playing it. So I would imagine Magna Angemon is going to go up in price. Now, it has never been cheap in the first place, but right now it's kind of resting at about 25 to 30 euros. So you can get him at a decent price right now, but I do think he's going to go up in price. Taking a look at some tamers, because BT7 is the hybrid format, as we know. Everyone's getting their hybrids. I think Davis will probably be played quite a bit, and right now he's at about 9 euros. I don't know if he's going to go up, because I think 9 euros is a kind of a stable enough price for the Davis. I haven't ever seen it kind of fluctuate really above that too much. So I think 9 euros is a decent price. So you're going to be looking at your Davis, and you're also going to be looking at your TKs, which are actually really not bad at the moment. They're only at about $5. So of course all of the tamers are going to be sought after a lot more because of the hybrid format. Every deck color is getting hybrids, so it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the format. It's going to be very, very cool. You can get Mimi at €1, which is unbelievable. She's so cheap right now. I would pick up Mimi. This card is savage. Like, she's so good. For when green eventually comes back on top, and you get your mats for 120. That's not too bad as well. So also Dynasmon is going to be seeing some play next format. At the price he's at now, 50 cent, I would be picking up 1 or 2 or 4. Just in case you want to play the deck that is built around Dynasmon. And another deck that's being played a bit that hasn't died off in BT7 is your Jessmons. The normal Jessmon is about 4 or 5 euros, and the alt art is about 20. So if you do want to max rare your deck, you can actually do it at quite a decent price, because next format Jessmon is getting more Sistermons, and it's getting another Huckmon as well. So it is getting a little bit of support. So even though it was hit in the ban list, the deck is still really, really good. So if you want to continue playing, or you want to start playing Jessmon in the BT7 format, I would pick up your Jessmons now, because they're quite cheap. They're at a really good price, and the card looks really nice. So why would you not? Okay, everybody, so that was us dabbling our foot in a little bit of Marketwatch. Let me know what you think of it, and if you want me to cover more cards or do this more regularly, so we can kind of keep up to date on what's expensive and what's cheap and what's going on all over the place. Have a lovely day, and I will see you all next time.